What is going on, YouTube? I am Germ here. Today we have a really massive story to cover. This was tweeted out this morning. I had work, so I didn't exactly get to this super fast, maybe not as quickly as usual, but I still wanted to cover the story because it is still a very big one, and one that I think we'll have plenty to discuss about. But there's been rumors, there's been speculation for quite some time, ever since really the pandemic started, and we knew that a lot of different organizations were having financial issues, Schalke being one of them. Then Schalke's football, soccer, whatever you want to call it, team got relegated. Then we know that means more financial issues. There has been rumors and speculation of them being interested in, if not needing, to sell their LEC slot. Now, they sold off Abadage, they got some money for that, maybe they made enough to stay, but today they have tweeted out the official statement on the sale of Schalke 04 Esports, or Nulfear, or whatever. I don't know exactly if I'm allowed to say 04, if I'm going to get canceled or whatever. But that's what we're going to be talking about in today's video. The sale, the price of it, the new team that's coming in, looking back a little bit on what Schalke has meant to the LEC. Tons of awesome things to discuss in this one, so definitely drop a like if you guys do enjoy it. I would appreciate it so much, and subscribe to stay up to date on all my latest content. I would appreciate it so much. It helps my channel out, run those numbers up. With that being said, here we go. So they tweeted this out. Dear Schalke fans, dear LEC fans, this is from the Schalke Esports account. Yeah, Schalke 04 Esports account. They said, with great sadness, we must announce today that we have finalized the sale of the LEC license at the end of the summer split 2021. So that's, I think, a question that some people are going to have. They will still finish out the summer split. The new team that's coming in will not be starting until 2022. So this does not change this year or anything like that. Also, Schalke has all of their players under contract until like the end of 2021, so they are actually, I don't think, bringing anyone into 2022 except for Nuclear Int. I think he's the only guy under contract. So the new team will really have a blank slate if they even want to hang on to Nuclear Int, which they absolutely don't have to, but they will have his contract, and I believe no one else. So this is going to be crazy because all the Schalke players are going to be free agents, but also this new team is going to have an empty roster, and that's going to create all kinds of craziness and chaos, which is going to be fun. In the past months, they worked very hard on many different solutions to keep Schalke committed to the LEC and fought for an alternative to this situation. Unfortunately, it did not work out, and they are sorry about that. While Schalke has been a phenomenal growth in the area of esports, specifically the LEC, yeah, I mean, yes, it feels like they've been doing good. It feels like they've been building up a nice brand, a nice fan base. It seems like overall people really like this team, and they've been rooting for them. This team has had some big moments, obviously, so it does definitely suck to see them go. Unfortunately, it didn't work out. They've been happy with the project this far. The COVID pandemic and the relegation of the football club have had massive financial consequences for this historic club, thus leaving the management with no other option. Starting in 2022, Team BDS will be joining the LEC. I thought that was kind of crazy to see that in the Schalke announcement. You would think that maybe BDS would be the one who wanted to drop that news or something, but they let that out. They also said that the LEC license was sold for 26.5 million euros. That's another thing that I did not expect to see in this kind of press release or whatever, that they actually have the price of the sale. That's pretty crazy. I think this comes out to right around $30 million, or like 32 million dollars is kind of the conversion there, so that's pretty crazy. This is a very high price. It'll also be interesting to see, what this makes future LEC slots worth, what this makes future LCS slots worth. Also, if the LEC does decide to expand to 12 teams in 2023, how much those teams will have to pay to get in. That's pretty interesting. They said they wish BDS the best of luck and lots of success in Europe's greatest esports league. They also want to thank the numerous applicants who participated in this process. Obviously, they reached out to a ton of orgs and stuff. So many people are going to be interested in the LEC slot. There's only 10 of them. They only come up every so often. This is obviously a very big deal. And yeah, just the process of losing a team only a few years into franchising kind of sucks, but it is very exciting to get a new team coming in, especially a team that's willing to drop 26.5 million euros on a slot. You got to imagine that they have some money, they're ready to go. We'll definitely get to that in a second. So, just them kind of wrapping up their LEC stuff. Really sad, really crazy. I'm sure it sucks for all those guys. Hopefully they end up in good spots. Just a lot of people saying thank yous, a lot of people, just kind of wrapping things up. Like I said, they got a couple of months. I think their contract probably lasts until November, and then that's going to be it for Schalke. That is pretty crazy, and yeah, that's it for them in the LEC. As far as what is going on, obviously Team BDS did tweet out that Team BDS has acquired Schalke Esports. Schalke Esports Esports LEC slot for 2022. BDS will operate as an LEC core member for an indefinite period. So even though it is a sad time to see Schalke go, it is a very, very exciting time for Team BDS and their fans. Wooloo tweeted out that obviously BDS and the LEC rumors are now official. I think this is cool that Wooloo and the rumor accounts were right about something yet again, even though there was, those Manchester City rumors and stuff for a little while. Wooloo was a guy that was saying, no, it's BDS, this is happening. And he was right again, just giving him even more credibility, which I think is really, really cool and obviously helps out people like me a ton as well. As far as Team BDS and what is going on, the reported new LEC team BDS is owned by Patrice Bilo de Spielberg. I don't know how to pronounce that, but BDS is his initials. Or comes from his name. I don't know exactly how that works out, but BDS comes from his name. So I know a lot of people are going to act like, what does BDS stand for? What is the team? Why are they called that? It is kind of their owner, their CEO, whatever, comes from his name. And he can't find a consistent source about his net worth. But what he does find here is that his net worth is estimated, or his family's net worth is estimated around 7 billion euros. That amount is huge. Net worth of his family, the actually owner, seems to be around 500 million and 1 billion euros. So this is a guy with a lot of money to spend. Just because you have that net worth doesn't mean you're going to put all that money or your whole net worth into an esports team or a League of Legends team or an LEC team or whatever, but it does mean that he has options. It means he has money available. And if he's got 500, 600, 700, 800, a billion euros, even more dollars sitting around, this could potentially be really, really exciting because I know we all love... Not everyone loves it. Some people hate how esports contracts are getting so crazy and people are throwing around stupid money for players who don't deserve it and whatever. But I know that European fans obviously hate that so many of their players get poached to the LCS because contracts are bigger and they can spend more and you can kind of retire over there. But all of a sudden, we have some big money being thrown around. G2 is dropping some big money all of a sudden now that they sold off Perks. They have some extra money to spend. Vitality has a big money owner who's looking to kind of go crazy. He's been pretty vocal about wanting to sign some big contracts and get some big players. BDS now has a big owner in place, and it seems like they have big money backing them. Again, I don't think you're just going to drop 27 million euros on a team and then not spend a bunch of money. So this offseason is going to be crazy. You're going to have guys like Broken Blade, Limit. These guys are going to be free agents, and they're going to go somewhere, but also BDS is going to need to bring some players in. So all of a sudden, guys like Selfmade, some of these big-name free agents out there, BDS might be a home for them, and it's going to be really, really cool to see how BDS is able to build a fan base, how they're able to build a roster, how long it's going to take for them to be competitive. If they're ever competitive, are they going to be competitive next year? What kind of content, all these things they're going to be doing because, they get a fresh start. They get a really, really exciting chance to start building a brand from the ground up. Obviously, they've been, successful with esports previously, and now it's time for them to really prove themselves at the biggest stage, which is League of Legends esports, which is the LEC. The LEC has been doing so well the last couple of years, and now hopefully they found the right partner in BDS because obviously Schalke wasn't working out. They weren't going to have money. They weren't going to be able to be big spenders. They probably weren't going to be able to remain competitive very long, even if they stayed in the league. So now somebody else has an opportunity, and hopefully it works out for the best. But I, for one, am really, really excited. Rip Schalke, but welcome BDS. That is pretty much it for this video today, guys. Definitely drop a like if you did enjoy it. I would appreciate it so much. Leave a comment down below. Are you sad to see Schalke go? Are you excited to see BDS? Do you hate this? Do you love this? I'd love to hear your guys' thoughts and opinions. Subscribe to stay up to date on my latest content. Hopefully catch you guys in the next one. But until then, peace.